Yeah, adding zeros to the fee for sure. And it's possible. People will pay if they know that the content and the quality and the service are all aligned and it feels like it is a safe bet.
Hey Adam, how you going? Thanks so much for joining me today.
I'm good, Jesse. Good to see you, mate. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, going great, man. Great to chat to you about this sort of stuff.
Sure.
If you're ready, let's dive right in.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool. So Adam, I just wanted to get an idea from you where you're at with your business before we started working together, creating content and creating campaigns for you to put online.
I just arrived in the country. I moved here specifically to focus on my business without distractions and enjoy the country as well. So as a self-employed person, it's a real stressful thing to begin a new business in a new country. And collaborating with you pretty much as I touched down, that helped make a big difference. But at the time, no one knew who I was. No one knew what I had to offer. No one knew why they should trust in my service. And I was literally a no one in a huge city. So small fish, big pond.
And Adam, how has our collaboration helped you in this latest iteration of your work, taking your show online and experiencing the tremendous growth you've been able to, experience in the last 6 or so months?
Well, I feel that a big deal of this has been being able to portray value to the customer, and it's really hard to do that without having the visual aspects to go along with it. So it's all good and well for me to speak to someone on the phone and tell them about what I offer, but when people can go online and they can see my social media, can see the website, and everything is aligned perfectly with the quality and the price and like the imagery of it, the content of the videos and stuff like this that we've worked on. I think when clients go online and they see my stuff, they are met with the aesthetic arrest of seeing something that is quite brilliant, and I think that's what's done it. I've managed to align my branding and marketing with what I'm offering, and everything just has this synergy. There's a lot of cohesion there, so I think that's been the biggest driver for it at the moment.
What sort of challenges were you facing before we started working together on these sort of more focused campaigns?
Really, it was just about not entirely knowing who my market was, and also not being that clued on how to put myself out there in front of people. So I can do it in person. I've always worked with people. I was a market trader for years in my teens, selling things on the streets of East London. So that part of things was never a big deal, but that's very low fry when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. I knew that there were bigger things I could achieve, and I needed to break free of those shackles. And part of that is to get into the mind and eyes of bigger clients, bigger opportunities, bigger stages and platforms. So I think that's really where this growth has come from.
And before we started working together on these more focused campaigns, had you tried other things to grow your business?
Mainly I tried some Instagram work. I was had a little thing going where I'd just be posting every single day, and I was gaining some followers. But what I figured out is that didn't actually turn into clients for me. The people who watch on their screen aren't the people who book me for gigs. So there was this like waste of effort, and you have all of this kind of focus on your device and the impact that your posts are making, when the reality is the people you need to be reaching are the people who are actually going to spend money and put down a credit card and pay me, because that pays my bills, that pays my way, and that helps me to continue with the freedom to produce better content, better work, better stage performances, better Zoom performances. There was a few wasted opportunities and ideas that I was pursuing, but when I look back at them, they weren't a waste if they've led to where I am right now, and it's all part of learning. I just wish I learned a little bit sooner on which avenues to take to actually make an impact on my business and impact on the world that I'm trying to undergo.
So yeah, I guess you've sort of touched on it there. There's so many things that you can focus on as a business owner. And so how have things changed for your personal life and your business life since we've developed content and systems that can predictably gain you new clients?
Well, a big stress relief because, I mean, as a self-employed person, you're always chasing that next invoice, basically. Don't have the luxury of a guaranteed amount of money coming in. And whilst sort of building that business, there was a lot of stress attached to the finances, and then the despair can creep through because maybe just on the phone with a client, I could feel like I needed the job, and maybe they would sense that, and that can be a little bit off-putting. Whereas now I've learned to balance those things, and I've got like a steady amount of bookings coming through, steady amount of inquiries. So really feeling like there is a demand there has helped my self-esteem and my self-value go up. And I've also learned how to dress appropriately when I'm working, how to like set up my design a little bit more aesthetically. You've helped out even with the lighting in the studio. Your advice came through on how I should light myself. So many of those aspects on the visual side of things that really make an impact. So I feel that the biggest changes has been an ease within myself because I haven't had to constantly pursue things just kind of coming my way a lot more, and opening the doors for that is just allowed a lot more money as well, a lot more financial freedom. And we've got like these mental tabs in our browser of our mind, and I've just been able to close off a whole bunch of tabs and just keep open the ones that are important right now.
So I guess on that note, what would you say to other businesses now that you do have a system in place to reliably get new clients and get them even while you sleep?
Well, if we're looking at other people in my field, I'd be like, no, don't try it, mate. The market's mine. No, but truthfully, learning about this, it's stepped me into the entrepreneur role properly, because being self-employed as a performer, as an artist, it's so easily to fall into the starving artist category. It's so hard to earn money through your creativity, almost impossible at times. So I managed to pull myself out of that and into the entrepreneur mindset. And in doing that, using that operating system, that mental operating system, as someone who's running a business rather than someone who's trying to sell a service to certain clients, that has really made a big difference. So any other small businesses, big businesses, individuals, sole traders, anyone, if you can start aligning your mindset a little bit more with the business side of things and realizing the psychology of that, rather than trying to trust in the quality of what you're selling, sort of trust in the process in which you're able to develop the sale, develop the content, develop the contact. And those are things seem to be far more paramount, because most of the time the quality sells itself. People know when they're given something that is decent. You've only got to pick up a fake watch at a market, and it might look the same, smell the same as the legit one, but it's not the same, and people know, and there's a difference in how it feels, how it weighs, so rather than forcing people to believe in the content and the quality of it, it's just more about making that more of a pleasurable experience for people dealing with me, more streamlined business methods in instantly replying to emails, calling clients up straight away when I get their contact numbers through, just having a smile on my face while I'm on a phone call because I can hear the happiness in your tone. People need to jump on board with this for sure if you want to make it.
What's been your experience of creating content together? How have you found that process?
We have fun. That's it. It's just about having like synergy. We've got good relationship, good chemistry when it comes to making stuff. I remember first time doing photos with you, video work, and I just feel so awkward because I didn't know how to behave in front of the camera. But you were really good at easing that, and no judgment over failures, no judgment over trying some magic trick, trying to do some kind of sleight of hand moment that might take me many moves, turning a 10 into a 20 or something like this. And I would like fail again and again, and your patience would be there. And eventually it got to the point where we could just jump in and nail things on a one take or on the second go, get the lighting right on the first go, and the second go we would just smash it. And some of the stuff we've done is like 3, 4, 5 minute monologues, and just had the comfort there, found the zone. And I remember there was one project we done, and beforehand you kind of encouraged me to just do a little bit of shadow boxing while you just filmed some strange angles of my footwork, of my hand movement, nothing to do with the project at all. But by getting in that mindset and then getting my brain aligned with my body, when we did turn the camera on a few minutes later to do the thing, we nailed this project, and it was like one take wonder, done. So I guess working with you, you have these different ways of viewing the world, and your expertise shines through without it being all about your expertise. So putting people at ease and creating like outstanding content without the stress attached to it. Never felt like I was eating into your time. You never found like you were getting frustrated or annoyed at any of my failures while I'm trying to put it out there. Very accommodating. And yeah, as a creative person who's trying to put themselves out there, that's really important. You need to feel heard, and you need to be given that space to operate in. Which you've always done.
What has it meant to you to be able to take your mind off your marketing and be able to focus on yourself? What have you been able to gain from that?
Well, since we've been collaborating, I've managed to turn another one of my passions into, another project that I work with, self-defense instructor. So that's something that was a big part of my life, though I could never really give it so much focus. But I was able to, do an instructor course, do another instructor course, take on some lessons. And it's not about the money. That's about like enriching my well-being, enriching my purpose in life. I get to help other people learn how to defend themselves. It feels really important. So you've enabled, through the work we've done, it's enabled us to free up some mental real estate and just have a bit more of a peaceful space in my life for focusing on other things. And those things, they come through and ripple on to the business itself. Like the lessons I learned from the other bits I've got space for now. When I'm on the phone to people or on stage, like I feel that those level ups are evident. So self-value, self-esteem, all of those things have elevated. And now like there's numbers I can quote for jobs over the phone or in person on a Zoom meeting, whatever it is, that I would have felt so uncertain in saying. And now I'm able to actually, I'm actually able to buy on and do that. And give these high quotes and actually get them to say yes over the phone. So huge lessons learned.
So it'd be fair to say you've been able to add a few zeros onto your quoting in the jobs that you book. Is that so?
100%. Like just for an example, one of the services I offer at the moment, the price difference between August last year and then August this year just gone, I've added a zero to that service, that offering. And I've even had the same client who booked me at the previous place. They've booked me again, and there was a little bit of a moment of like, oh, we see that the price was this, and what's with this like 10x leap? And I explained, and they were able to understand, and I gave a small compromise with that client. I knocked last year's price off of this year's price. So that was my arrangement and a support for them for supporting me during the difficult times of COVID lockdown number one. Adding zeros to the fee for sure. It's possible. People will pay if they know that the content and the quality and the service are all aligned, and it feels like it is a safe bet.
Awesome. Well, that's great to hear, Adam. I'm super keen for the work that we've done and for the work that we'll do into the future. And it's been great to see the growth since you started, and then since we really started to get specific in the past year on your offerings, on getting that out there to the right people. And you've done a terrific job of closing those inquiries that have come towards you. So that's really great.
Thank you, man. Couldn't have done it without your help. Cheers.
Love it, brother. I'll chat to you later.
All right. Peace, man. Good to see you. Thank you.
Catch ya.